Welcome to Social Work 3301, Human Behavior and the Social Environment. My name is LaShawn Bold, and I'm an assistant professor in practice in the School of Social Work. I will be your instructor this semester, and I thought it would be helpful to show you around the Blackboard course setup to help get you off to a great start for the spring. What I have here is a picture of our screen, and we're going to just sort of roll through this pretty quickly just so you can have a feel for how it all works here on Blackboard in this particular course. Different professors will have it done different ways, and so I want to be sure that you know where to start here. When you pull up your course, it may say announcements or it may say start here. If it says announcements, you'll want to check that every week to make sure, at least once or twice a week, to make sure you know what's expected, what some of the course changes are, and things like that. But we're going to start at start here first. So if you want to know where everything is, over here on the left menu are various topics, and you just click on those topics. You can't break it, so don't worry about that. It's good to click around and become familiar with the course before you get started. So here on the start here, I have some very important information about this online course. You're going to want to read all of the details for this course. Much of the information that you will need is written either on the syllabus or here on Blackboard. So be sure you have a good understanding. If you have questions, feel free to email me. It's LaShawn@uta.edu. It's LAS as in Sam, HAUNN @uta.edu. But here is some information about this online course, and it talks about the syllabus, what's expected of discussion boards, quizzes, and just a couple of little tips that you're going to need to know. One of the things that I require in this class is that you update your Blackboard profile. This is done by looking up in the right-hand corner, if you'll see, where my name is LaShawn Bold and my picture. You will either have your name in a picture or your name in a blank spot there. If you have a blank spot there, we need your picture there. So you can click there on your picture and then click on your picture again, and it'll take you to your profile where you can make some adjustments there. You may have to click around a little bit to make sure you find where you need to make the adjustments. If you have any trouble doing this, please contact the Center for Distance Education, because they will be able to help you post your picture. It is very, very important, as I have put down here, update your Blackboard profile, please. It's very important that we have that because we're going to be doing a lot of communicating, and we want to see the person that we're communicating with. So please post your picture as soon as possible. In addition to that, here is some more information, a welcome from me, and just a few more little things that you may want to know about this course. So read for detail and let me know if you have any questions. Okay, so that is the Start Here page. The next area over here to the left, we're going to keep going back over to the left, is announcements. This is where there will be announcements. There's not any there now, but you will see some there as time goes on. I typically email students sometimes twice a day, sometimes twice a week. So be looking for your email, look at announcements, and make sure that you're keeping up with what's going on in the class, because sometimes things change. That's also where I post extra credit. So you're going to want to keep up with that. Here's the Need Help area. That is how you contact IT. It is also where I have posted an area for course questions. This is just for our course internally. You can create a discussion thread there and have questions answered either by other students, because everyone's going to see it, or if you want to, I will respond to this area within 24 to 48 hours. If you need something sooner than that, then please, feel free to email me, because I'll see that faster than I will refer to this area here. I usually check this area a couple times a week as well. Okay, so that was the Need Help area, and it has the Blackboard support and the Writing Center support, the UTA honor code and what's expected, safe assign, and some rules for online discussion are here too. So you're going to want to know, what do we think about online discussion? What's good etiquette in online discussion? What's not? And so you're going to want to familiarize yourself with that if you weren't aware of those specific things that are presented by UTA about what's expected. Okay, next we go to the syllabus. This is one of the first places you're going to want to go also, and you'll want to get yourself a monthly planner and get your syllabus out and write down everything that's due and when it's due on your planner. That is a great way to keep up with it. You're also going to want to download your syllabus. So I'm just going to click here to show you what it looks like. And if you go through the syllabus, everything is here that you will need to know about this course. All of the assignments are here and when they're due. There is also a course schedule here. I'm going to do another video specifically about the syllabus where we go through each and every point, but I just want you to know where it is for right now. So there it is. There's a place over here, syllabus. That's how you click on it, and you're going to want to download that and be very familiar with that. Also here is a weekly checklist about what you're responsible for each week. It says, look at the course materials, read the text, look at the PowerPoints, watch any available videos. Seems very simple, but these are the things that are expected of you, and I think it's helpful to have a checklist for you so you can remember, okay, did I get everything done each week? And then again, here are the rules for the online discussion. I've posted those a lot of different places. Also here is a discussion board rubric. A rubric is something we use in education to grade your level of participation or your level of performance. And so whatever it is, if it's a paper or a discussion board, this is the rubric for the discussion board specifically, and it tells you what's expected, what's acceptable, what's unacceptable, and how you will be graded on in those discussion boards. And so I'm also going to talk about that a little more in depth in a different video. But right now, let's keep going. And the biggest piece of this whole class is right here in course materials. Click on course materials. You'll see the course text is there. The text is not available online here in Blackboard. You must purchase the text, and you must have this text to pass any of the quizzes or any of the exams. It is vitally important that you have a copy of this text. Or are able to rent it or something like that. So be sure that you know which text you're getting. Also, something I want you to know is there are 2 textbooks at the bookstore. One is this purple one, Dimensions of Human Behavior, Person and Environment. That's the one you need. Sometimes students get confused and they get the other one that is actually for the next course. So this one meets the requirements for 3301. This is the one that you need. Here's the checklist again, just in case. This also has access to APA information, which you're going to have when you write. That's just some extra information that's there in course materials. Okay, so you see how we got here. Just to backtrack, we clicked on course materials because this is where you're going to go every week, hopefully more often than that even. Okay. And throughout course materials, all of the weeks are listed here. I'm just going to scroll down here so you can see how all of the weeks are listed all the way through to the final exam. Okay? All the way through to week 15. All right? So be sure that you are familiar with this. So what you do, you go to week 1. You see, here is what's going to be expected for week 1. I'm going to click on here, and it opens up all the course materials. There are videos here with instructions and information about the videos, and there are also the online learning assessment. I do expect you to do that even if you've already had an online course and you think you already know. I need everyone to do the online learning assessment. So please follow the instructions right there. You click on it and it takes you where you need to be. Okay. In addition to that, there's always, usually every week has a quiz and a discussion board. So you can see that that's what's here for this week. The discussion board this first week is awesome. So you will want to enjoy that. And it's a great way for us to get to know each other. So please be sure and complete that discussion board. If you want to go to the discussion board, you get there by clicking on there and then you create a thread. The instructions are there. You put your subject line in there, and please remember to say the person's name, excuse me, who you are referring to if you're responding to someone else. So there's a lot of instructions that I've included about discussion boards, and I'll go over that later. One thing that's really important to remember about discussion boards is you can complete them in two different places. So I'm going back to course materials, and I want you to see, I click on week 1, and there's the discussion board, week 1, discussion board 1. However, if I just want to access discussion boards, I can go over here to the left and click on discussions, and they're all listed there. So let me show you. I can click on week 1, discussion board 1, and I can create my thread there. It's the same thing. They're both linked up. They're not two different things. However, if you notice any kind of discrepancy in the grade that you receive or the responses that you receive, excuse me, sorry, please let me know so that I can take care of that and so I can fix things. One thing that's especially important in this course is that you let me know if you notice anything unusual, due dates, that type of thing. When building these things, sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes there's an error with Blackboard. Sometimes it's a UTA mistake. Sometimes it's user error. But I need to know about those things. So please keep me informed as you run across different things, and we'll just get it fixed, no problem. So as you can tell, over here on the left-hand side is where all of your information is. This is also where you're going to post your assignments, some of them. Some of them will be found in course materials, but if they're not in course materials, you can see the diversity ethics paper is over here. You would click on that, and it's got instructions there, as well as the place to post the paper. If you'll look, it says click here to upload the paper. So you've got to read. You've got to read for detail on every page if you can. Also the case study. There's a post here, case study. And there's also a place for asking course content questions again, but I'm probably going to take that off because we have that in a different spot. So I just now noticed that. I will take that off of there and we'll get ready. I'm almost out of time here, but I want to go back to start here. And I hope that you enjoyed this course. I hope that going around this course in this quick way has been helpful to you. Just know that it's okay to click around in here and to make yourself at home. Probably the most time you'll spend is here in course materials. But there will be some other places that you need to be familiar with. So feel free to go ahead and click in there and see what happens. And I'll be available to help you at lashawn@uta.edu. I am very much looking forward to this semester. You will hopefully notice that I'm fairly responsive and enjoy these courses. So anything that you need, I would be glad to answer any questions. Have an amazing semester.